What if I told you that dropping out of college is possibly the best decision that I ever made, at least temporarily? I definitely do believe that there's this widespread notion, right, that, dropping out means you fail. But for me, taking that risk gave me an opportunity to discover myself, really find out what's important to me as Wan Lee. You see, let me talk about the reason why I felt the need to drop out. College eventually became super monotonous. It wasn't until my third year I realized the major that I had chosen, which was accounting, was not for me, man. The work was not a true representation of who I wanted to be. And so I felt the need to ultimately take a risk and bet on myself. Me personally, man, the longer that I stayed in college, the more I felt like the things that I was doing was not in line with who I was as a person. Ultimately, I just found myself constantly trying to fill this void, this lack of purpose that I was feeling while my time in college. I realized I was feeling this because I felt this immense pressure to stick to the safest path, the no risk path that my family had designated and had ingrained into my brain since I was a child, which gave me this very closed-minded thinking, which was very negative. I would say the most visible moment of realization that I needed to drop out was when I realized the education system is designed to create good workers, good employees that are working towards other people's goals, aspirations, rather than their own. And to be honest with you, man, I thought that was man. I thought that was so I took it upon myself to actually start building something, start creating something of my own. Take that first leap of faith. Talk about a fantastic workout. Feels good, hit my shoulders. But to get to my point earlier, right? So immediately what I did after I dropped out is I started challenging myself in different ways to build different skills. I got into content creation. I started learning how to build my personal brand on all social media platforms. I started learning how to create content for brands. It's called UGC. And then I immediately got my PT certification because I knew I always had a passion for fitness. So I'm currently doing online coaching, and I've helped clients put on 5+ pounds of muscle. And if you're interested, you could definitely check that out and connect with me. I'd be more than willing to probably help you out if it turns out that I can, which I probably can. So I got a package from a skincare company. You know how I mentioned earlier that I was creating content for brands? Well, they sent me a PR package, so let's go ahead and check it out. All right, so this is the package right here. I just received it. So let's go ahead and open it, see if they packaged it nice and neatly. Because the last skincare brand just threw shit in there. Well, as it turns out, they did not package it nice and neatly. They, once again, just decided to throw the products so that they get crushed in the damn cardboard freaking file looking things. But nonetheless, I got the products. It's right here. Got these two, and I will create a video on these products to help those brands promote their products. But yeah, so what I want to talk about again, guys, is here, come here. So ultimately, guys, all the things that I've taken upon myself, these new challenges, they're molding me in ways I would have never had the time to discover in college. So for me, this is a hard opportunity, but also a great opportunity to look inwards and prove to see what I'm worth. So if you feel stuck in life, just realize you don't have to follow the conventional path if it doesn't align with you, just like how I feel. I'm not telling you to drop out. That is not what I'm saying. But at the very least, take a risk to at least bet on yourself if that involves stepping away from something for just a short amount of time. Last thing, this isn't the end of my story. In fact, this is just the very beginning of a years-long journey to come. And the last message I want to leave with you guys, because I love y'all so much, thank y'all for tuning in, is do not wait for the perfect moment. You have to create your future. You have to determine your fate. A perfect moment doesn't exist, so join along with me and let's get balls to the freaking wall, man. Let's go. Thank y'all.